Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different, quite a bit different. I'm going to do a breakfast chat for you guys, and hopefully the audio is a little bit better. I've been struggling with the audio quite a bit. I think I may have it sorted on the new camera, at least to where it's workable. And a reminder, some guys kind of chimed in last time, the one guy felt bad. I am slightly hearing impaired, so I can't always hear audio quality that well. So sometimes I do need feedback from people a little bit. But today I'm going to eat a little bit because people were always begging to see me eat. Now I have historically been very resistant to that, but you know what? I have so many fans who are just like, we just want to know what you eat, we want to see what you eat. But I thought I would go ahead and just do it, and I can chat a little bit. But the other thing is, you know, I put up a picture of what I'm eating right now because I do vertical diet these days. I put up a picture of what I'm eating, and so many people got upset and whining. It's like, look, if you guys are going to whine about what I eat, don't ask me what I eat, okay? And keep in mind, my diet's very specific to my needs. I am not concerned with being ripped or shredded or ultra lean or anything like that. That's not something I care about. Okay, I care about being brutally strong. And here's what I would say with what I'm eating. I got to a 600-pound squat recently in my 40s. I turned 44 this week. My birthday's this week. Turned 44. Okay. I am trying to get to a 700-pound squat, a 700-pound deadlift in my 40s, and I want to do so without having a heart attack. Okay, that's my goals. Okay, those are my goals. 700 squat, 700 deadlift, no heart attack. So there are things that I eat that are going to be different from other people. People say, well, you seem to eat pretty clean. Why aren't you ripped? Well, basic science, guys. Basic science. Okay? Anyone who's telling you that you can lose body fat without a calorie deficit is lying to you. Plenty of these skinny ripped guys sit around eating junk food and they're still ripped. I eat clean year round. I'm not ripped. And I'm on 4,200 calories right now. That's my maintenance, by the way. That's what I need just to maintain the body weight I'm at, 4,200. So when I put up me eating bison and rice, which is what I'm eating here, lo and behold, you're going to see a theme. People who want to know what I eat, you're going to see some real common themes here. There's a lot of bison and a lot of rice. So for breakfast this morning, 10 ounces of ground bison. 1 cup, that's the dry cup of basmati rice. That's what I'm having for breakfast. It's just over 1,000 calories. And this is normal breakfast for me every day. I have bison and rice again in the evening. And in between I have some other stuff. All my dairy and rice and things like that. I don't add seasoning to my food. I don't add salt to my food. Let's come up with a point. Why am I not doing that? I like bland food. Like, I'm not saying I don't appreciate spicier food. I am eating a lot of food, and I ran into some issues earlier this year. It's one reason I went vertical. I was kind of doing the whole chicken, brown rice, Greek yogurt thing. And I was happy with the muscle and strength gain, but it made me nauseated. It made me sick. I was throwing up during training sometimes. I was getting to a point where we go, look at how I train. You guys see my training. When I'm doing any sort of squat volume, when I go do sled drags, I was throwing up brown rice. And I realized the vertical was better for my goals because of the ease of digestion, less bloat, things like that. Not dealing with any sort of GI tract discomfort. We run into the same thing. I don't care about spicing my food because a bunch of spices are going to have the risk of some heartburn. They're going to have the risk of gastrointestinal disturbance. I can't afford that. I can't afford that. And I like food just fine how it is. I like bison and rice. It tastes good. It doesn't eat anything. So why do I care? I'm not eating to impress the masses. I don't even show what I eat very often. I very rarely discuss nutrition because people get so attached to all this nonsense about it. And remember, I don't care what you like to eat. I eat in the way that I need to eat to reach the very, very, very serious goals that I have set. That's it. That's the entirety of why I eat the way that I eat. And it's workable because these are foods I like. I love red meat. I like rice. I like potatoes. Okay? That's what I eat. That's what I eat. And no, I eat relatively low fiber, and I still hit all of my micronutrient needs. And I don't track macros. That was the other thing like throws people off, because they don't matter. Like you come back over to calories and calories, your macros don't matter as much as you've been told that they do. They really don't. It doesn't matter if, I don't know, as long as I get my 200 and some grams of protein and I get enough carbs for my training fuel, does it really matter how much of my discretionary calories come from carbs versus fat? Probably not. It's not going to meaningfully affect body composition. I just need to make sure I'm getting plenty of carbs, plenty of fat to get all of the vitamins and minerals I need in my diet to recover, to keep injury risk low, have training fuel. And I need to do so in a way that doesn't upset my stomach, where I'm not uncomfortable. And this works. And it works fine. If it's not broke, don't fix it. It's working great. So it's not about impressing anyone with what I eat. That's one reason I don't do these eating videos, so I don't discuss it. I'm not trying to impress you with whatever Walton Farms or whatever nonsense they're trying to eat, and to show you how they can work in junk foods and treats when they're cutting. I'm not cutting. I don't see myself cutting for a long time. Get to a 700 squat and then we'll talk about it. So, come over to the point. We're going to eat. Let's go do some breakfast chats. Let's talk about why all these YouTubers are stirring up drama. All right, plain and simple. I don't do drama anymore, and I don't want, when I say this to me, to come across that I'm better than everyone else, because I don't mean it that way, and I don't want to say that I never did it. Why did I stir up drama in the past? You guys, I want you guys to really think. Do you guys think I really and truly care about what's going on in the fitness community? YouTube, no, it's business. Okay? People stir up drama to make money. When someone makes a video hating on me who has even a small channel with a little bit of following, they're doing it to make money. That's it. When I made drama videos, it was financial incentive. That's what these guys are doing. Why are they doing it? Well, YouTube money is half. And, you know, people always debate how much do YouTubers make it. Everyone gets up and lies. Maybe their numbers aren't that bad. Historically, for me, before COVID, my standard year started around a $5 RPM, right? The money would drop in January, because we peak in December, drops in January. Each quarter it goes up, and towards the end of the year, I used to have about a $10 RPM. It would start at 5, and for those who don't know what that means, that means about $5 per 1,000 views. So guys, we're talking about YouTubers make $1 per 1,000 views. My channel in the 8 years I've done this has never been that low. I've never seen an RPM that low. So when people say that, I don't know what they're talking about. I've never seen it. But it would climb up towards 10. So if you go do the math, people look at so much, you're saying you're making at least $10 per 1,000 this December, and you have this many views in December. You're telling me that you made $6, $7, whatever $1,000 in that month? I'm like, yeah, I did. I don't anymore. That's why I'm coaching. One of the reasons I'm coaching full time now. I'm not interested in pushing my channel hard enough to try to do that. And that was before 2020, keep in mind. I went really hard into coaching before COVID. Like, I had 20 clients by the time COVID hit. I don't have magical powers to predict the future. I don't. I didn't know COVID was coming. I didn't know that we were going to see an economic hit. I had no way to predict that. And neither did any of you. It was a choice I made. I wanted to push more towards coaching as a more serious endeavor. YouTube is a second. And I wanted to quit doing all the drama. So for me, I'm fortunate in that I built a business that I could survive on easily. So I'm at a point right now that it's YouTube not paying enough. If I had to rely on YouTube to pay for the lifestyle that I am accustomed to, I would be in trouble right now. However, I built my coaching business to the point, because I always have at least 20 clients. I haven't fallen below that in a very long time now. And it's usually more. So I'm usually fluctuating between 20 and 25. And I'll probably take it up to as high as 30 this coming year. I might grow to that. I feel like I can handle that. So that's more than enough to live on. You guys know what I charge. Not a mystery. You can do your own math. So I'm not that worried about the YouTube. I'm not worried about making a bunch of money off of it. I like them getting a little extra money on it. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to claim I don't care at all about money, because we all do. We all do. We're human. Be realistic. We all care about making a little more money. The YouTube's not that important. It's not important to paying my bills. It's side money. It's basically a side hustle at this point that's used to grow my business. The direct money isn't that great. It's not anymore. It used to be. It's not this year. So a lot of these guys, though, I mean, you see like the fighting with Doucette and Callie, and I haven't watched any of it, so I don't really know what they're saying, but I hear about it. I know there's all this drama, and I see the videos come up in my own side recommendations and everything, and everyone's jumping in the middle of this. They're jumping into the fighting. Why? Because everyone's on 50% money. Because what happened is that we went to January money, crisis hits, economic shutdown hits, the money never went back up, okay? We stayed at January money, which is basically 50% of what we should be making towards the back half of the year. We started there in January, we're still there in December. I can tell you right now, my RPM for the first 10 days of December is the same as it's been all year. It hasn't really gone much over 5 on any given day. That's January money, okay? That means for 100,000 views, that's only $500. Woo, that's bad. So you know, even then, if you're getting 300,000 views, that's $1,500. Okay, that's not workable. A lot of these guys, and I don't think Greg falls into that category, because to my knowledge, I know that Greg runs a coaching business, and to my knowledge, he's pretty successful at it. I mean, I may not agree with everything the guy says, but he's done very well in powerlifting. He's done very well in bodybuilding. He's got a big channel. I don't see any reason why he's not drowning in as many clients as he possibly wants. So I don't necessarily think Greg's doing it just for that reason. He probably cares about the money. He's doing it for money. Don't get me wrong. Okay, this is a guy who's been involved in illicit businesses. He cares about money. But when you see some of the other people who are getting into all of it, I don't think that they have other businesses. I don't think that they have real money outside of this, and they have extravagant lifestyles. Like Callie Russell, for example, has an extravagant lifestyle that he probably can't afford, because YouTube is not paying what it always paid. Therefore, he has to stir up controversy to pay the bills. And that's what it is. And I mean, I've been there, I get it, but people have asked me, why do you think they're all doing it? It's just about the money. A lot of these guys are hurting financially, and I don't mean they're hurting. When you have a couple million followers on YouTube, you can make a living no matter how bad the ads are. But the problem is that when you become accustomed to making, I don't know, 300,000 a year, $500,000 a year on your ad revenue, and your ad revenue drops to half of that, your income just got cut in half. So a lot of these guys are panicking. They're stirring up fighting to pad their income. And I think it's sad that a lot of them are having to do that they haven't been able to branch out and turn this into other businesses. And I'm very fortunate that I've been able to do so. And I'm very glad that I did so, because I find the coaching more fulfilling. I would rather coach than YouTube. Way more rewarding. I enjoy it. I love it. I'm passionate about it. And it happens to be very lucrative. So I've been fortunate, and some of these guys on YouTube haven't done that. Therefore, now they're panicking. December's here, and they're like, where's the money? November is here, and a lot of this fighting started. Where's my money at? What's going on? I've got to do something to drum up views and controversy, and that's exactly what happened. And I used to be in that mindset sometimes. I'm not anymore, and I'm glad that I'm not. I'm glad I'm not reliant on this platform to have to pay my bills. Okay? I'm very, very happy about that, particularly right now. Like, for me, that's a massive relief, considering what all's happening. So the other side of it, though, is what's sad is the number of people who care about it. And here's what I would say to you guys. Stop caring about this. Why do you care about some personal stuff or a beef between YouTubers? Get a life, guys. We're all just fitness people and lifting people and powerlifters and strength athletes. You should be coming here to learn. You should be coming here to learn things of value to help you. It doesn't help you in any way to get sucked into the drama, and that's one of the reasons I quit doing it. Number one, it doesn't help people. Number two, the negativity that it draws into your life, into your own mindset to make that sort of content, right? I had a point where I was becoming a very bitter person, and I think it was very obvious to the viewer that that was the case. I was becoming bitter, I was becoming jaded, and I was unhappy. You know, now I know I'm a happy person these days. I don't deal with drama, I don't deal with bullshit. I focus on goals, reaching my goals, like we're eating bison. Focus on reaching my goals, coaching my lifters, helping them to get to their goals very successfully, and then helping my audience. Okay, that's what's important, that's what matters. And if you get sucked into the negativity that a lot of these people are making and find it entertainment, you know, here's what I would say. And again, I'm not trying to claim I'm better, because I've made these mistakes myself personally, right? But if that's what you're doing, it's bringing negativity into your life. You're not focused upon achieving your goals. Okay, and here's what I would also say with that. People are like, well, it's harder to reach even our lifting goals with everything that's going on. It's harder, but if it matters to you, you will find a way. You'll find a way to do it if it's important enough to you. Right? Just like me talking about getting to a 700-pound squat, it's important enough to me. That's why I eat the way that I eat. That's why I do the things that I do. That's why I live my lifestyle the way that I do. It matters to me. It's important. Something I want. Just like when people say, well, why don't you get ripped? Because I don't want to be ripped. Like, I don't have the desire or the drive to do that. Like, it's meaningless to me. I see it only as a negative. And the negatives outweigh any possible positives. So therefore, I don't care about it. But if you care about something, like I care about getting to a 700 squat and deadlift, or any of your fitness goals, that's what you need to be focusing on. And if you're focused on all this negativity, and all of this nonsense, and the drama and the bullshit and the beefing, you're not focused upon reaching your goals. And if that's what you're finding is entertainment, you know, what are you doing with your life, guys? What are you doing with your life? Don't get sucked into that trap. I have before, and it didn't turn out in my best interest. It didn't help me in any way. I'm better off without it. You're better off without it. Right? Get strong, guys. Focus on getting strong. Get athletic. Get jacked. All right, guys. Well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.